Welcome to Keegan and Carlos' Scary Movie Podcast.
Each week, we watch and review scary movies from our giant list of films we've curated.
Each film more terrible than the last.
We watch them so you don't have to,
Or so that we can recommend it to you.
or so you can listen if you've seen them before.
Or so that I don't know, I just want to watch some scary movies.
And scary movies are great. You guys should listen to them.
Carlos, let's watch some
Again,
scary movies.
let's go watch some scary movies. Let's go!
2 + 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3, quick math.
You're doing exactly what I was about to ask.
What? I can't hear you over the refrigerator.
What? I thought this was a refrigerator podcast.
Oh no, that wasn't the
It's probably your vibrator.
Okay. Y'all just remind me to plug it back in.
No.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Hey.
Hey. I like your hat.
I like my shirt.
I like that shirt.
Thank
I
you.
actually love that shirt. It feels good.
It's like a pizza place.
That's why I like it. It has a penis on the back. Did you notice that? It's got a It's the sausage and meatballs.
Oh yeah.
I wore it to Target and I was like, I won't be wearing this to work.
I was gonna say, did everyone think you worked there? You wear a red shirt to Target.
Oh, I'm surprised no one asked me and be like, do you not see the dick on the back of my shirt? You think I work here?
I did.
Of course I do. I work in the back room.
When I went to Lowe's, I was wearing my work badge on me. And I'm like very clearly look like I don't work there, but because I had a badge on, this guy comes up to me and is like, "Excuse me, do you know where?" I'm like, "Yes, I do know where they are. I can show you." And I showed him. I was like, "Also," I was like, "By the way, I don't work here. This is not a badge for Lowe's." And he's like, "Oh."
I'm just a good human.
Yeah.
Back when I actually went to Walmart, which this is many, many moons ago, I think I wore a blue shirt. Walmart, yeah, they're blue. I wore a blue shirt, and the same thing happened. Like this old crotchety woman stopped me and was like, excuse me, sir. Also, she thought I was probably the help.
Is she white and old?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That'll
So-
explain it.
And I just looked at her. I was like, ma'am, I don't work here, and then walked away.
Even if I did work there, I'd be like,
I wouldn't
"Ma'am,
help you."
I don't work for you.
I channeled my inner Rob before I knew Rob, because this was in Georgia.
We
So
need to have Rob on this podcast.
I would love that.
We need to watch something absolutely stupid and ridiculous.
Something that's like a comedy horror that he'll just be trash the whole time
trash.
and just groaning at all the
I know.
stupid jokes.
I know.
Oh my! I sent him a reel the other day that I was like, "This is you. If you were sassy and black."
I need to put him on my my reel team. Start sending him reels too.
I don't send him a lot, but sometimes I see some and I'm like, "That's a Rob reel."
Yeah, me too. I'll send him some reels.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sending Rob's reels.
Rob's reels.
Rob's reels.
Rob's reels.
Rob's reels.
Speaking of Rob's reels, I am. Yeah, I know we should start the episode. I am.
We did. We're
We'll
recording.
actually
Yeah.
start the episode. Like
Oh,
actually
I was
start.
like, we're this is
I
our
know we are.
episode.
That's why. But I was like,
Start
This
it.
is how we do things.
I am loving Clone Wars.
Right?
It
Isn't
is-
so good. You just finished, right, Aaron?
No, I've been finished with Clone Wars for a while. I'm doing Rebels.
Rebels now. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
started doing my Clone Wars watch through, and very much like you said that like the first few seasons are very cartoony. They didn't know
It
who
is
the
a
target.
cartoon,
Well,
Carlos.
very much oriented towards kids.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah.
And
for
then
sure.
like somewhere in 3 and 4, I feel
Yeah,
like is where
3
the
and 4
shift
I feel
started
like
happening.
it's, around like Cad Bane's introduction.
That was the shift, and then I think 5 is just like, all right, the adults are who really watch
Yeah.
this, and I've just like breezing through 5 and 6. I'm on. I haven't started 7. I'm on 7 right now.
My two of my favorite Star Wars characters ever aren't even from like any of the live action things. It's
Cad Bane, right?
Cad Bane and Hondo Ohnaka.
Yeah.
I love those two. So like when Cad Bane showed up in Book of Boba Fett,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't care. People gave him crap. They're like, like, I don't care that he looks different. I don't care. Like We get Cad Bane in live action. I'm
Yeah.
really happy right now.
He
This
was
is amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
awesome.
it was
He was a gunslinger against Timothy
against
Timothy Olyphant's
against
character.
who
Cobb Vanth.
a person, an actor for a lot of people who is like the gunslinger.
He's the
Like,
marshal.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's Raylan Givens.
And then when we went to Galaxy's Edge, like that Hondo Anaka
Oh,
is
yeah,
the guy.
on the Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, for Smuggler's Run, he is
He's the lead pirate.
And you
who's
have like kind of a
telling you.
live action Hondo at Galaxy's
He was
Edge.
on an episode of Rebels we just
Yeah.
watched fairly recently.
So is it
Yeah.
Rebels is the next step that I need to
Rebel. Well, technically, it's
Well,
Bad
in-
Batch.
Bad Batch.
I know
but
Bad
I
Batch,
haven't-
but
I haven't
I
watched
Don't
Bad
watch.
Batch.
Don't watch it.
I
Go
need to
back and watch
do
Bad
Rebels
Batch.
after Clone, and then I
Yes.
can go back and watch Bad Batch whenever.
Because Bad Batch, it's ending at the 3rd season, so they're about to do their 3rd season in like a year or so, and then that's it.
Okay.
That's all they like. I think they were planning more, but then they were like, we don't have
Because
the
there's bits
viewership.
of Rebels that ties into like Ahsoka and some of the stuff that's going on
Oh,
now
yeah.
that I
No,
need
like-
to.
Ahsoka is a 5th season of Rebels.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 100% like
So all the stuff that I'm
This
like,
is-
this has happened and I don't know where it's in Rebels.
so like
Yes.
Ezra, Thrawn, all of
all
that.
the characters that I have never been introduced
You
to.
see, you see what happens before Ahsoka in
In
Rebels.
Rebels.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see that's
So then that's my next watch.
And like Hera's son, like he's not in Rebels. but,
Harris
like
Harrison Ford.
Hera's son.
That's kind of what I was
Ford
thinking too.
Is he's in. I don't want to. I won't. Yeah.
But I'd say no spoilers.
But just.
I also haven't
Oh,
watched the
man.
latest Ahsoka because I just haven't had time. So.
But you watched Obi-Wan, right?
Oh yeah.
The Grand Inquisitor.
Okay.
He's in Rebels.
Rebels.
And the sixth brother, fourth brother, whatever his name. He's the guy, the Asian guy with the helmet for
Okay.
Obi-Wan. He's in. Looks completely different, but he's in.
Is it the same actor?
No.
Oh.
Well, no,
that's-
it's animated.
Oh.
But
Duh.
no, it's the same actor does the voice acting for Thrawn, and that's Mads Mikkelsen's brother, Lars Mikkelsen.
I can see that.
Yeah, and a lot of people were giving him crap because they were like, "Why is blue fat Elon Musk on?" I'm like, okay, calm down.
That's kind of funny.
We get the
though.
voice actor who's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
to come
B.
back and
Elon
forth.
Musk is also fat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know.
But I was like, yeah, he does kind of look. But I mean, aren't they Swedish or something? They're all. Isn't he Swedish? They're all-
Scandinavian. of some
Scandinavian.
kind,
They all have
yeah.
that Scandinavian look. So
Scandinavian.
I don't know. People, I just need to get out of these. I used to collect a lot of the Star Wars Black Series, so I'm in all these like Facebook groups for Star Wars Black Series.
Are they all just like
And I've
shitting
stopped
all
since-
over stuff now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm like, I'm about to sell
Just
off
enjoy
most of my
the
collection,
show.
So.
Oh, are you really?
Because they're worth a lot of money right now because they
When the buying's good.
started packaging them differently. And so I still have all my
Oh.
packaging.
Yep.
And so people want the old packaging and want to get the figures in the old packaging so I can make a little bit of money.
Speaking of making a little bit of money, welcome to another episode of.
Oh my god, that was the longest we've ever gone.
Oh no,
I
it's
was not even thinking about it.
It is not. We've gone way longer. I
That's what
guarantee
she
it.
said.
You know what she also said? Well, wait, what did I just say? Also, she said.
She shed
She
by the
shed.
seashore.
You know
She
what?
said.
She also said.
Welcome to another episode of
Keegan and Carlos, a scary movie podcast, where we like to take a long time to get to the point. That's also what she
Sometimes
said.
that's what
Yeah.
they like.
Sometimes that's nice. That's good.
You know what else is nice?
What?
Just
Oh wait, for
do
some
it.
reason Alexa's not
do it.
responding,
Just
so I
do
got to
it.
do the manual.
Do.
Nice. Is
So
that
less
lighting a little bit better now?
Less enthusiastic. Oh yeah,
I got the monitor set
we have
up.
our. I don't like looking at.
I
myself.
love it. I can see myself.
My teeth look really white.
We got a oh yeah, mine don't look bad. I got my gap. Look at that.
If you're listening
If
to
you're a
this, maybe
listener-
go to YouTube and watch this one because we're having fun.
There's your camera. Now we can tell whenever Aaron's switching cameras.
Oh, I'm not going to look over there because it's a weird angle. Speaking of weird angles,
That's what she said.
that's also what she said. What? Oh, you're wearing that shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say thank you for this shirt. I love it. That was very nice of you to get me this shirt. I love it.
Of course, I know you wanted to be there. So
Yeah, I had Tech Week, so
for a
I've,
very
like,
great production that y'all did at your school.
Thank you.
It was very
Thank you.
fun.
It was. Did I show you the time lapse, or have you seen the time
I saw
lapse?
you posted the
Man, it was-
the deconstruction.
Yeah, that was
That's cool.
I have another time lapse where, so ideally, if we make it into this festival, we have to fit everything on a box truck, and we have to prove that we can fit everything on a box
Within,
truck.
like, the
at a video
time frame
segment.
and everything.
So I taped out the size of the box truck in our black box, and
To
so we
practice.
set everything in the black box, and I said, all right, guys, let's do it. And I have a time lapse of that as well. And they were able to fit everything into it within 20 minutes.
It's like UIL rules where it's like all your stuff has to be in this designated square. And you only can set up for 7 minutes.
Now, luckily, it's not UIL. It's just you have
Right,
to
right.
prove. Yeah, UIL rules are.
They're-
Although, okay, but if you don't fit it inside the 8 foot by 8 foot square, then you're allowed to have a bigger square, but other schools have to be able to have access to having a bigger square as well. It's like there's so many workarounds.
rules are just so
There's
dumb.
so many workarounds.
And they're like the
with
fabric
these
rules. I'm like, we're off topic here, but I just it's
we're
dumb.
going off on our tangent about things that nobody but us and maybe 10 other people that listen.
Keegan
know
and
about.
Carlos's UIL podcast.
I like
all
that.
10 of our listeners.
All 10 of them.
One of them is Brandon, so maybe 9. What 2005 film starring Jennifer Connelly? Do you just want to take a stab? I can give you more.
Yeah, I need more. I'm gonna need more.
Was based on a book by the author of the Ring trilogy.
She wasn't in The Grudge.
Dark Waters?
Dark Water.
Dark Water. Nice. Point for Aaron.
Question number 2. What? What 1960s Gothic television soap opera
Dark Shadows.
Yep.
depicted
I
the
figured
lives
that's
of
what
the
it
wealthy Collins family and was remade into a film starring Mr. Johnny Depp?
That film was awful.
I never saw it.
Like anything Tim Burton after Big Fish is just garbage.
You know what else is garbage?
This. I don't like that. I don't. I'm gonna put it on record that I did not enjoy that.
You didn't like the sexy Imperial March?
No.
Vader comes out in like high heel stilettos and a leather cape and just like spandex. And
Didn't you send me that? I'm
like pole dancing
Yeah.
Vader. Yeah.
Oh man, can we get after these drinks? I want that.
Yes.
That looks
So the
tasty.
movie that we're watching today is Basket Case, which I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah, we've talked about it for
So-
a while. Is it a Stuart Gordon film?
No.
Oh.
I-
No, it's tomorrow. We have a Stuart Gordon film.
I think I may have actually seen this movie. As I was reading, I was
This
like,
one tonight.
as
Oh,
I was
man.
reading, I was like,
Nice.
this actually sounds very familiar. So I think I may have actually seen this
Okay.
one a long time ago. But to pair with it, we have a not Carlos original because Carlos has had a very busy week. But it is called the Belial, which is, I think, the name of the conjoined twin. It's never really said, but that is the name of the conjoined twin. Spoilers.
Yeah.
But it is.
I mean,
Apple-
it's on the
I mean, it's
cover
yeah.
box art.
This is Aperol, which is an Italian bitters.
Never had Aperol before.
Bacardi. The recipe called for Bacardi 8. I only had Bacardi 10 because I'm more fancy.
What's the difference?
The aging.
Okay,
Like
8 year versus 10 years. Okay. I didn't know
l-
Bacardi was even aged. This thing is, it's rum.
I mean, you can buy the regular ones, but the 10 year is actually very good by itself. Anyway,
nice.
Aperol, Bacardi, lime juice, lemon juice, and the grenadines.
That, I mean, it sounds like
It's a
gonna
tiki
be
drink.
a pull drink.
It's a tiki drink, so clink it. And
Ooh, that is a tiki drink. Ooh,
I like it. And maybe, is it too citrusy
no,
for you?
I love it.
Okay.
I like it.
I like that. It's not overbearingly like anything. I like that.
That's good. Like, it's I think it's the Aperol. It just kind of like
Does it-
gives a little like
Does
richness.
it taste
or
like
fullness
apples
or-
a little bit? Like a
No,
like
Aperol. It's a bitter. So I'm like I
no,
took
like not like the sweet part of the apple, but like the
the rind, the core.
I don't know. It's
The
got like a
skins.
savory element to it that like reminds me of apple. I don't know.
I get what you're. I get.
I think it's
from
the
bitters,
combination
yeah.
of everything, though.
I get what you're saying from the bitters.
Like
yeah.
apples are a little bitter sometimes, you know.
You take a sip of the Aperol by itself, and you'll see what I mean. I took a sip because I had anytime
you gotta taste your stuff. Before,
anytime I buy a new thing I've never used, I like to take a sip of it, like just a little bit by itself.
Yeah.
And it's a very intriguing flavor by itself. So you should try it by itself to see. It's
Gordon would approve.
dumb.
I'm digging this.
Stunning.
Belial.
Yeah.
Belial.
So the synopsis of The Basket of the Case. A young man carrying a big basket that contains his externally deformed extremely.
I mean,
it is external. We're going to start that over. A young man carrying a big basket that contains his extremely deformed, formerly conjoined twin brother seeks vengeance on the doctors who separated them against their will.
Oh, I didn't know that was the plot. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
It apparently has a lot of nudity, too.
Oh, what? Is this one of those like full moon productions, like what we watch, The Head of the Family?
No, it's not a full moon production.
Man, that was a lot of nudity.
That was a lot of unnecessary nudity. Maybe this will be too, but
Cool.
Let's find out.
Heck yeah.
We'll be back.
What is the secret Dwayne is hiding in the basket?
What's in the basket? Easter eggs?
What's in the basket?
Clothes.
What's in the basket?
Nothing.
What's in the basket?
My brother.
What's in the basket?
Open it, if you dare. Basket case.
Well, that was a movie we watched.
That was fun.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh my god. What? Are you going to turn that off? No!
There we go.
Now it's too quiet. Now we have to whisper the whole episode.
Now I can hear my tinnitus.
Basket case.
Now it's going to be an ASMR.
Basket.
I got a case of the baskets.
Basket.
I want to get your case in my basket.
I'm going to basket your case.
Put your case in my basket. Yeah. I want
So,
some of that basket case.
Hell yeah, brother.
Basket.
We just watched Basket Case.
Basket case.
We watched the Basket Case.
We ate some pistachios and,
And
had
we-
a boggle.
And we talked about boggles.
baskets. Basket causes. Did you like the movie Basket Cause?
Basket Case was real good.
Oh my god, Mama, Basket
But there was that
Cause.
one part that I was like, Arnar.
Arnar.
Otherwise, it was good.
I don't know if I enjoyed that movie as much as you guys may have.
It had
It was
part-
fun, but
There
man,
was like the whole middle section that I was definitely on my phone because I was like, I'm getting really bored.
ugh.
I thought the
Did you like it, Aaron?
kills were fun.
No.
I thought the kills were fun, but overall, I'm like, this movie made 0 sense, and a lot of the facts that, and we'll get to those. I'm like, I mean, this all kind of checks.
I like
the-
the creature. I thought
The
the
creature
creature
was
was pretty
cool.
cool. Some of the kills were okay.
I like the stop motion section.
Yes, those were the best parts.
Everything is going, and then all of a sudden, the creature comes out of the
Dude.
basket, and it's just stop motion central.
I want a whole movie where the creature is just stop motion.
Like maybe the creature meets like Gumby.
Yeah.
And all the stop motion creatures come to like in the stop
Starts-
motion universe, the stop motion multiverse.
Starts killing Jack Skellington. Yeah.
He's singing,
And
"What's
Coraline.
this? What's this?"
Well, he's already dead though.
It's the real Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be deader.
The basket case before Christmas.
Ooh.
Ooh, they need to make a basket case Christmas movie. I mean, there's 2 other basket case movies. So
I mean, it was New York.
It's up to you.
This is
do
New
what you do.
York City.
New
Dr. Pepper?
York, New York.
Concrete jungle, wet dreams, tomato.
The greatest city in the world.
Making pancakes, making bacon
pancakes.
pancakes. Got some bacon, then I put it in a
Pancakes.
pancake. Bacon pancakes, yeah.
Chocolate
Bacon
pancakes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the
sounds
Rihanna
good.
part.
Oh no, I wasn't.
So
I started
bas-
thinking about chocolate pancakes.
Bacon cheddar pancakes. Have you had those?
No,
They're good.
what?
No.
Yeah, they're
Sounds
good.
very
Bacon.
savory.
Yeah, they're good.
I made
With some maple syrup.
I made some triple cheese mac and cheese the other day.
Dude, that looked so good.
It was 2 different cheddar cheeses,
What,
and then
what were the cheeses?
mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, and then Gruyere.
Ruger cheese?
The Ruger cheese.
You put Ruger cheese
I
in
put
that?
some Ruger cheese all up in there, and then I did Italian breadcrumb topping, of course. But then I read something that they're like, you should layer your macaroni like a lasagna, and I was like, go on. I'm intrigued by this concept.
Okay, let them cook.
So
Let 'em
you
cook.
do it. You like put all the cheese sauce in it. And my cheese sauce was real good. I seasoned it with smoked paprika, cayenne, chili powder, salt, pepper, and something else. I just wanted to go like super flavorful. It was
Yeah.
good. But then you lay half your noodles down, then you do another layer of cheese, then you lay the rest of your noodles down, then you do another layer of cheese, then your bread topping, and then another layer of cheese.
Can you do the mac and cheese for Thanksgiving this year?
No, don't you do mac and cheese?
No, did you hear that though?
Heartbroken.
I'll make it for something else.
I'm completely heartbroken right now.
I mean, I thought I usually made the mac and cheese.
No, I make the mac
Aaron
and
literally
cheese.
always makes the mac and cheese.
I'm gonna spatchcock the turkey
the
this
Snoop
year.
Dogg mac and cheese.
That's
like the
right,
M-A-C-K
yeah.
and cheese.
If
yeah.
for Aaron, just so you know, I even had the thought I was like, "Oh, I'll make this for Thanksgiving," and then I immediately said, "Absolutely not." Aaron always makes the mac and cheese.
So you're showing more loyalty right now
yeah,
than Keegan.
and I
his-
always make corn casserole, which I will continue to do.
But I'm gonna layer it now. That sounds great.
Right? I was
Yeah,
like, because then
yeah.
you get like extra cheese. I
Yeah.
was like, that's a brilliant concept of like layering your lasagna or not lasagna, your mac and cheese like lasagna, extra cheesy.
McLasagna.
Mac lasagna, lack and cheese, Liz cheese. Speaking of Liz
Lack
cheese,
and cheese? There ain't no lack and cheese in that one.
lack and cheese coming out of my cheeks. What? This movie came out April 2nd, 1982. There's a direct segue because we need to move on.
What a segue.
1982. Yeah, I thought it was.
What a
later.
year. That's the year my mom graduated high school.
You were conceived. Just took you
Oh,
like 5
what?
more years to come out.
Okay.
Keegan had a
You were
very
a
long.
prolonged baby.
Yeah, he had a very long gestation cycle.
Like you were a quintmester.
30-something years.
Yeah. Like you just were born actually.
Yeah.
You still have like the peach fuzz and everything.
Born yesterday.
I know.
So, yeah.
That must have hurt.
God, get out. Done. Next.
That's what Donna said. Get
Next.
out! Let it burn! Let it burn! What was the budget for this movie?
$5.
I was gonna say 12.
$12.
$12 and a baked potato.
Somewhere
$12 and a bagel.
a boggle. Somewhere between $5 and $5 billion. The number is somewhere in
You're
between
right.
there. Nice.
Joke. $1.
$1. $1.
330. Oh, sorry, not 350. Just 35,000.
Did you know
Real low,
the first Terrifier movie was made for $35,000?
and it was great.
It's a little bit better than that movie.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say there was no box office I could find. I searched and searched and searched.
Yeah, I don't. There's like the statement at the beginning. What was it? This has been restored.
Preserved, yada yada, something.
Yeah, so the movie has been. It's a American classic, I guess, because the Smithsonian or something. What was it?
No,
Some
it
museum?
was an acronym like
It was
modern
MoMA.
art.
MoMA,
yeah.
Museum of Modern
Modern Art.
Art.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
is
that
that
it?
literally what it
Yeah,
is?
MoMA.
Yes, that's exactly it.
That
We're so
yes, Carlos,
smart.
that is MoMA in New York City.
We're so
I bet
smart.
it's because it took place in New York City that there's maybe some like, the World Trade Center.
This is New York City.
Oh,
They had a.
I'm walking here.
there was the Statue of Liberty,
Forget about it.
and also a lot of nudie shops. A
Yeah,
lot
there's
of nudie shops.
This was the quintessential New York City that Aaron always talks about. Of
No,
the
no,
80s.
that's from Jason Takes Manhattan.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
yes,
This
but-
reminded me every time you talk about like 1980s New York City.
Like
this is what it is.
the grimy, shady areas, like 25 cents.
like the first Ninja Turtles movie.
So that's what
Yeah.
I grew up on. Do you see why I'm a little nervous to go to New York City? Like
It's very different now. It's
I'm
very different.
expecting the beginning of Batman 1989.
Yeah,
I'm
Batman.
gonna,
There you
like
go.
me and my family is gonna be walking in the
With a
street
big
like,
map.
with a big map, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go down
Well, you
Crime
put that away.
Alley
We look
and-
like tourists.
yeah, and we're gonna get mugged.
Down Crime Alley.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, what did the critics think of this movie?
they loved it.
I'll give you a hint. You are correct if you were going to say between 1 and 100%. For sticking with the theme.
43 for critics.
No, Aaron is right. They
Loved it.
considering a critic score 77.
77. Okay.
What?
I was surprised by that, honestly.
I could see like
For 82, maybe this was advanced. Like,
Well, no, but all the critics, it's Rotten Tomatoes. They're not going and like looking at previous critics. They're looking at like from when Rotten Tomatoes first came out to today. Is like those are the critics that
So
are.
they would
gonna
have
be
had to
rating
have
it.
like gone back.
I do think there's like with
so,
older
like,
horror
cult.
movies, I think it skews the rating up because people are going back like nostalgically and like, oh, this classic movie I love, rather than just like whatever Siskel and Ebert thought at the time.
Yeah, agreed. So like at the time it probably got panned, but years later
it became a
people are loving
following,
this movie.
but not.
Yeah.
I don't think it had a great reception when it came out.
But it was shitty.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
on that note, what did the audience think?
Well, I'm thrown off. I'm gonna say 78%,
46.
46%,
54.
54%.
Yeah.
Nice, got it, nailed
Which
it.
I think that's high too.
Yeah,
for an
I'd say
audience
That's
score.
still high, yeah.
I think that's too high. What was the kill count?
7.
Mhm.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That was a complete guess.
Nope, 7.
I did not keep track of that movie at all.
I think 4 males and 3 females, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
The two doctors.
There was something that happened in that movie that made me very uncomfortable.
Which ones?
The last kill.
When the lump was having sex with that girl.
Yes. Oh my God. When
Technically,
Lumpy
the
was-
last kill was him falling to his death.
Okay.
No,
Or
but it's
actually,
not.
he was choked.
But it wasn't.
I mean, as far as we know.
There's a sequel. There's 2 sequels.
But at
And
the
they're
time,
both back.
in that movie.
We
Okay.
read the description of the sequel though,
Right.
so we know.
But at the time of this movie,
Yeah,
they are
that would've
considered
been-
dead.
Okay.
But
Like, when the
obviously, we
movie
know
was
the
first
sequels are out,
released.
so we
So
know
do we
that.
count
would've
both of
been.
them in the 7?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, the final big death.
Who were the 5?
So there's Needleman, the doctor at the very beginning who's like, I've got a gun! And wastes all of his bullets. The veterinary doctor.
The one that got torn in half.
The dad
Yeah.
that got the saw
Oh, that's
contraption.
right. That was a cool one.
The girlfriend.
Like, we didn't see anything, but it's still cool.
The girlfriend, and then the 2 at the end that are
Gotcha.
technically not dead, but we're going to count them.
Gotcha.
I think that's 6.
That was 7.
It was 7.
I held my fingers up and did it.
Aaron.
7.
7?
It's a Friends reference.
It's from
Oh my god, I
Friends.
love Friends.
It's a white people show.
I've seen How I Met Your Mother. That's the Friends of the Future.
He's seen the derivatives.
Derivative. So this movie,
Derivative. Shit.
It's the dog's dinner.
we're all just air conditioners. They condition it hot. It conditions it cold.
No, that's just an air
Are
conditioner.
you following?
Yes, I got Ongo Gablogian.
Ongo Gablogian, famous artist critic. Yeah.
Welcome back to our Always Sunny podcast.
I know. This movie was written and directed by Frank Henenlotter.
Good job, Frank Henenlotter. Good job. Good, go you.
I think this was his directorial debut, if I remember correctly.
Did he do the other 2 ones?
He's known for the Basket Case series, a movie called Frankenhooker, which I'm kind of intrigued.
Oh my god, we need to add that to our list of things to watch.
Do you know Frankenhooker?
Yes. We
The
need to watch
poster, the
Frankenhooker.
poster looked intriguing, and then
Yes.
also Brain Damage.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I see.
After watching this movie, that
I
makes sense.
see a lot of
100%,
similarities,
yes.
especially how trippy certain sections of Brain Damage were.
Yeah.
Like the whole surreal, I'm streaking through the that seemed very Brain Damage.
And like the creature feature type fields, like the really crappy looking creature that's involved in it and stuff. Yeah.
By chance, did you look at any of the credit names at the end?
No.
Most of those are completely made up. This had an extremely small casting crew, and so they literally just made up names for the credits.
So they could have a few extra credits.
just to have a credits. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go and I where you stopped it, I was reading some because I was like, I know all of these are fake. So let's see. And
Oh,
some of them
that's
are
funny.
like just funny and like some are people they know and then they just made up some other names.
That's great.
So if you ever go back and watch it, just read the credit names because they're not real. So the budget of this film was extremely low.
$35,000.
How low was it? The budget.
How
for this
low
movie-
was it?
$35,000.
The budget of this movie was really, really low.
How low?
How low was it?
It was so low that when they had to use money in the show as like a giant wad of money, that was actually their budget.
Oh my God, get out. That's hilarious.
And so when he goes into the hotel
that was real
Roslyn,
money.
That was real money. Hotel Broslin, Broslin. He pulls out a giant wad of money. He's like, it's $25. Checkout is at noon, not 12:15, not 12:30, 12 noon. And
then he hands them like
he blew a giant wad of money. He like counts it out to look for like a small cash. He's like,
because I'm assuming he got it from when he killed the doctor or something.
Probably, but that was their budget.
He saved that from his paper route.
Wait, kill count. Oh no, I guess that wasn't a kill. She died of natural causes. The aunt. Do we count that death?
That's not a kill.
Yeah, not a kill count.
I mean, the rules for the kill count is also very loose per movie, but in this case, we are actually doing kills.
Okay.
So no, that is not a death. But the aunt does die, and which was that okay?
I loved that part of
that
the movie.
Was sad. What was this on Amazon?
Yeah,
the Amazon thing was comedy, horror, something else, and then sad. I was like, nothing was sad, but that actually was
one
kind
part
of
that was sad
because other than the brother. So they're conjoined twins, and they are forced into getting separated by the dad, who thinks it's a monstrosity because it kills the mom when she gives birth.
Yeah,
and he's like, she shouldn't be dead; it should be you, this monstrosity. It's like we have to give him a name. You have to give them names, and so they find these doctors who they agree. He doesn't know where they came from, but they agree to separate them.
Yep, they did a good job casting. That kid looked just like the older kid. That's good.
But they forcefully do it, and then they eventually kill the dad. But the aunt is the only person who actually like holds him and is reading him.
Yeah, and is like.
Did you recognize what she was reading him? By the way, it was Shakespeare.
Oh. The Two Gentlemen of Verona.
No,
it's about twins.
Not Taming of the Shrew. Is there just one? The Taming or the something with a T? Crap! I should have written that one down.
I mean, the Two Gentlemen of Verona is. Wait, no.
Was it Tomeo and Juliet?
No. Tomeo, where Tomeo?
No, I think I'm getting it wrong. No, there's one Shakespearean comedy about two sets of twins who are separated, and then
someone is listening to this and yelling.
They marry other two sets. It's like, and then
it's something that it's a one-word Shakespeare that starts with a T.
Tempest.
Yes,
the Tempest.
The Tempest. You know who's listening to this and screaming? Liz.
Probably.
She's like, it's the Tempest!
Every theater person that watches or listens is just screaming at us right now. No!
That's not true, because I'd be surprised people that truly know Shakespeare. You either know Shakespeare or you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was the Tempest. You're correct.
There's the Tempest, and then, yeah.
The Comedy of Errors
Comedy
is also
of Errors, that's what it is.
About twins, two sets of twins.
That's what it should. They should have been reading a Comedy of Errors.
It could have been excerpts for that, but the one that I specifically looked at did say the Tempest. The budget for this movie was so low.
How low was it? How low was it?
So low. They had to go dumpster diving for a lot of the furniture.
I mean, that
and
fits,
plumbing
though.
to dress the sets.
Heck yeah!
But it was a rundown hotel, so that
did
actually
a great job.
Does check. You know my favorite set piece, and we got one glimpse of it: the Irving Berlin sheet music that was on the wall. Room 7. Room 7, the best room in the building.
Best room in the house.
Best room in the
house in the room.
Can we talk about Hotel Broslin?
What a cast of characters that live in that place.
What a shithole.
Yeah. You know what? The entire acting of this movie, it was like bad community theater, but like worse.
Was it a hotel or like a halfway home?
It said hotel.
It was weird.
There seemed to be a lot of long-term residents.
Yeah, it could have been like a.
Well, even when he checked in, he's like, "How long you staying? A month? A year? Give me something." So I guess people can't stay there.
Poor man's Bob Hoskins.
Yeah,
they talked about the person that was in room 7 before him. Like the lady had lived there a long time.
Yeah,
no, she went to go explore the world.
Oh,
because she was a rich lady.
Oh,
interesting.
So yeah, like it did seem a little bit like whoever made the movie didn't quite understand how hotels work.
So
it could have been an extended stay. New York, you never know how.
New York.
Hey, I'm walking in.
This is New York City.
Get a room.
Forget about it.
But not room 7. You can't afford room 7.
No,
it's too nice.
The finest room in the building.
Can't afford it.
Finest building in the room.
Finest building in New York City. The finest city in the world.
Yeah.
So the budget of this film was so low.
How low was it?
it was so low that they illegally shot the scene where they were at the Statue of Liberty because they did not have a permit. They didn't want to pay for that.
I love that.
So their thought
Guerrilla
process
filmmaking.
was the
damn the
crew
man.
figured that by the time they would be asked to leave, they would have gotten the footage they needed in that brief moment. Which, I mean, they were there for so short. It was the shot of them walking away.
And then making out.
And then making
then
out.
freaking out.
And then all they had to do was be done. So they did not get a permit for that. They just did it. And then were asked to leave. Oh, I have another thing about being asked to leave. In the opening, I think I wrote this one down, where they're doing the panoramic through the street. And you see like the XXX 25-cent store.
Yeah.
Apparently, when they were filming it, one of the porno shop owners came out and like yelled at them and like threatened them because they didn't want their shop to be on film.
What? Like advertising?
I mean,
This is my shop in New York City.
They
I don't
get
want
outta
any
here.
film
they
on
didn't
this.
want their mom to know that they were a porno shop owner now. They went to MIT and now they own a porno shop.
I like that.
I don't know the reality,
MIT
but yeah, they
porno shop.
I mean, wouldn't you want to own a porno shop?
I'm good.
In New York
In New
City.
York.
New York City.
Get a rope.
New York City.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm walking here.
The
How many
budget
times are we gonna say that? in
As
this
many as it
episode?
takes.
the budget for this movie was so low,
How low was
How low
it?
was the budget for this movie?
$35,000. But they couldn't afford a cameraman dolly, so they ended up using wheelchairs for all the scenes that were on track shots.
Wait, are these fun facts?
Oh.
I was like, hold on.
We might have missed it, but all of those were fun facts with Carlos.
Was
Aaron,
the
good luck
budget.
writing that time frame down. All of those were fun facts with Carlos.
I was like, you're doing this bit, and you're also saying facts about the movie right now.
Those have all been
Aren't
fun
these
facts.
fun facts? You were like,
all
no,
of
these
those.
facts aren't fun. You're like, we're holding off on the fun.
We're
These
we're
aren't-
waiting on the fun
Yeah.
facts. These are the regular
These
facts.
are the regular.
These are
regular
just-
facts with Carlos.
Normal facts with Carlos.
Facts with Carlos.
These are the facts of
with
life.
Carlos.
These are the facts of life. Speaking of facts of life, so the awkward streaking scene.
Yup. Why did that exist?
Okay, I was trying to make this make sense. The glowing eyes.
That was there when he could see through the eyes, right?
So when he gets out of his basket, they have a fight. He comes out of the basket. You think he's going to kill his brother, and instead his eyes glow over him. I thought that was him. Maybe he was going to like take control of him, but that's not the case because the whole like streaking scene was really the creature running to the girl.
I think that's when Dwayne can see through Belial's eyes.
Okay.
That's
they
when
turn
Because then
red.
when he's
'Cause remember he's,
doing
like,
it with
touching
the
the girl
girlfriend,
and
his eyes are glowing, and so he
he's,
knows what he is.
that's when he's being a basket case.
He's graping that girl.
There's
Trigger
yeah,
warning.
there's
There's some grape in this movie.
Uncomfortable.
Ugh.
So if that is a
That's
trigger for you,
that's
that
a-
is
it's
towards
a-
the end.
It's a
It's
grape
very uncomfortable.
grape murder necrophilia that's kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, it
It
was
just
an
happens.
So kind of a fun
Ooh.
fact, I guess.
And they show some thrusting with the
that
eye
was
and-
too much when he's like trying
and
to pull
it
it off.
lasted a little while too.
It was
Like,
too long of an uncomfortable scene.
What fever dream of a movie are we watching right now?
I mean, this whole thing was so. The director, he admitted that he didn't really know what he was doing when he was making this film.
I couldn't tell.
He actively experimented with the tone. So if the scene wasn't scary, he thought it would make it funny, and if the scene wasn't funny, then he thought about going for shock value.
Perfect.
So I guess the ending scene
the-
wasn't funny, so he's like, let's just go for shock value.
There you go.
So I mean, that checks.
That's all you need.
But so going back to that streaking scene, so obviously he was full frontal naked.
Yeah.
So you see
He was
he
throwing-
hangs dong.
He hang dong.
He hung dong.
He hung dong.
We got dong. We got tits.
Yes,
and the
there were
rest of them
boobies.
were just bits
dongs and tits, and then all the bits.
and all the bits.
Yep.
Did you notice in the Lady of the Night's room who was not a Lady of the Night that we're not sure if she was a hooker or a slut?
No, just a slut, we think.
Yeah.
I don't think she was a slut.
No, I think she
You
was
think
a
she was a hooker?
I think she made money.
Why
She
didn't
was
she
a
solicit him when
lady
she
of
helped
the
him to his
night.
room? Was it just sympathy?
I
for
think
him?
she's still a
Yeah.
human. Like she
Like
has a heart.
heart of gold.
Heart of gold,
Yeah.
just like her gold
Yeah.
headdress.
She
Her
liked
shimmery
that,
heart of gold.
she liked the Greg Brady looking guy.
She also,
But then also like she saw that he was like passed out and was like, okay, I'm gonna sit him down, help him to his bed, and then go back to my room.
So it's about consent.
Yeah.
She was.
because consent
I mean,
is cool.
I mean, with her job, consent is probably very important.
I mean, it's like rule number 1.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, Peppa Jack's gonna come crack a bitch.
Yep. That's the important role of a pimp.
That's right.
You know, pimps don't get as much credit as they need sometimes.
Are we giving credit to pimps now?
I mean, if they're there to support them hoes, then I say
How much
yeah.
credit do they need?
You know, if you're a good pimp, if you're there to be like, if someone gets too rough with your hoe and you go and you got to smack them or, you know, set the rules up front, that's a good pimp. If you don't take a lot off the top, you know,
If you treat your hose right.
if you treat your hoes right, if you treat that bottom bitch right, I think
Wow.
you're a good pimp.
I think you get a Fraggle Rock thermal.
You get a thermal coffee mug or coffee
Fraggle Rock.
of Fraggle Rock, yeah. Pepper Jack loves Fraggle Rock.
Peppa Jack love Fraggle Rock. If you noticed in her room, though, there's a lot of smiley face.
Yeah, and she
Did
was
you
even
notice
wearing the smiley face. Yeah, I noticed her wearing it. I didn't really notice it in her room.
There was a clock. There was something right when she walked in. It was like a plushie. Her shirt.
I'll have to watch the
So
movie
that-
again and pick up. And
So like, but she's decorating this room. That's not what you do to a hotel room, right? So that like
so it's
so
not
is it
it's
like
an
a-
extended stay? It's like a budget
like
suite.
a flop house.
It's a.
It's a crack house.
It's.
I mean, I think crack houses are probably nicer than that place.
I mean, I don't know.
I've never been to a crack
I will
house.
say the front desk person who owns it, he was at least very attentive every time, and it was like every night that somebody screamed. He immediately jumped into action.
the whole cast of characters shows up every
that
single
was
time.
the cast.
That's the $35,000 they
I
spent. Is
guarantee
the
you-
amount of extras they had to
I
have.
guarantee you, if you pause that scene and then pause the ending scene where everyone's awkwardly
It's the
walking around
same
him,
exact
it's the same
people.
people. I guarantee it.
That was
They were awkwardly like just like huddling around and like kind of moving in a circle to
It
look
gave
at the
the
body.
movie lots of character, though. I liked that part of it.
No, what gave the movie character was the acting and the wig.
Every
The one
now
wig.
and then, what was funny is like every now and
There'd be
then
good
there would
moments.
be an actor that would just like be god awful and terrible, and then it'd be like, oh, like that was
That
fine.
one
That was
woman,
good.
that one woman that the veterinarian or whatever,
Yeah,
awful acting, and then all of a sudden she like got really stern. I was like, oh, now you can actually act.
yeah. We had some
And
more
then went
hand
away.
acting, like from Sleepaway Camp. That's how you know you're dead.
I'm dying. The vet with the scalpels in her head.
Oh, that was cool.
That took forever for her to die,
Yeah.
though.
Well, is that a death?
Did she?
Yeah.
Or did she
I
just
don't know.
have
Yeah,
a
'cause
scalpel face?
Yeah.
No, she's dead.
Okay.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Because her nurses who just did not care to be there, they walked in and
The
then they,
twin nurses.
Yeah, that was weird.
I like the little like the twin towers, the twin nurses,
Oh.
Hotel Broslin. I like little things like that throughout. That's fun.
We talked
Little
about
Easter eggs.
sound effects because
I like
we were
eggs.
talking about like celery for like the bones cracking when they were trying to separate him and stuff.
God,
There's another
the
cool
Foley artist
Oh, you know
during
he
the
had fun.
surgery. What do we got today? We got some squash.
Got some
We got some
squash, some
watermelon, we got
celery,
some celery.
this balloon with some vinyl latex gloves to
We got
wrap
some
on it.
boggles, some pistachios,
Some pistachios and some boggles.
some pistachios and boggles we can use for.
There
sound
is another
effects.
fun Foley sound effect that
Okay.
was credited to Frank Henenlotter.
Fun Foley sound effect.
with Frank Hillenlotter.
With Frank Hellenlotter.
The budget of this movie was so low.
How low was it?
Yeah, I'm
How
making
low
this a
was
bit.
it?
Frank Henenlotter had to create some of the sound effects himself. So anytime you hear women walking, that's actually him walking in high heels with them recording that.
That's fun. That is a fun fact.
It is a fun fact.
That's one of the most fun facts you've ever had.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot.
You've had a lot of fun facts.
I have one more fun fact.
Is that it? Just one?
Just one more.
Okay.
And I've started this one like 6 times now, the whole streaking scene. And then we've just gotten
Oh yeah.
derailed.
I feel like you've got something to tell us about that streaking scene.
Let's talk about the whore.
Was she a whore or was she just
Was she a whore or
make
was
a
she
poll.
was
Was
she
she
a
a sleuth?
dancer?
She's a
Or
slur.
a
She's
sloot.
a slur.
was she a sleuth?
A slur. Or a hoot. She was a hoot.
Yeah.
She actually was a hoot. Like her character, the acting was awful, but she was fun.
It was fun.
She was fun.
She's fine.
Was she the best character in this whole movie? Maybe.
The best character of any movie we've ever seen is the ant from Sleepaway Camp.
Yes.
Whatever do you mean, Keegan? Children, come down.
Oh, it's time for you to be my little girl.
Now what am I forgetting? Oh, I tied it on my finger so I wouldn't forget. God, Lee.
Oh man.
So the streaking scene.
How low was it?
How streak was it?
The streaking of this movie was so low.
That they just filmed it on the
streak low
street?
was it?
No,
randomly?
something. He didn't have a dick. I don't know.
What?
I don't know what's going on. So the way they shot that film, so they waited till late at night so they could do that. Obviously, they didn't get permits for anything.
Wow.
But it was cold, so
Yep,
we
it
could
was-
tell. We could tell.
Yep.
The something may have retracted into the fur coat.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. But they had a van. So they had vans placed at ends of the streets with heaters going, so it was extremely hot. And basically, they'd start the film, and he'd get out of the one van and just run down, go into the other van. They would go to the next street, hot van, run into the other van, which also helped like shorten the scene so he's not just running a long time in the
Why
middle
was
of the
that
streets.
scene necessary?
Because it had a lot of depth. It added emotion and context, and it added a different layer to make this a very complex, comprehensive film where we truly got into the psyche of who Belial was. Do you like that bullshit?
That was a good answer.
Thank you. Good
answer. Good answer.
Yeah, that whole scene was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Is it to show that he was going to go fornicate?
Because the runtime was 91 minutes. And they
needed
needed
that
something
extra.
to stretch it out a little.
Well, that wasn't it to stretch it out. Get it? Get it?
I don't like that. I didn't like it. I'm uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfy.
Talking about his pee-pee.
Awkward. Did you have a favorite death though?
I think the creepy doctor, the Steve Buscemi doctor.
Oh, the one that was like, well, why don't you just go over there and take your shirt off and
And
sit
he
right
just
in that
watches
chair? I did not like him.
His
That
death
scene
was-
was. What was his death?
It was cut in half. It was like ripped in half. Remember his legs were like on the ground and his guts were out?
Oh, like that. Sorry, I was thinking to the dad that was in half that way, but he was like
Yeah.
torso, leg
hot dog,
severed.
or he was hamburger, not
Not
hot dog.
The dad was hot dogged. He was hamburgered.
Yeah. I
That's
like that
right.
one.
That was a good one.
I did. I mean, I really liked the scalpels to the
I
face.
liked the veterinarian scalpel.
That was great.
I liked the dad one too. I mean, that just because that was a kind of a contraption, cool one.
Yeah.
That was like a moment of Saw or something.
Also,
I did not
he
like
let out a scream because he stepped on the side of a nail, but not the nail itself. I like went because the feeling of like a nail going into the foot, like that I can feel that.
Yeah.
And so I thought that's what happened, and then he like lifts his
just like-
foot, and he just stepped on
On a nail.
It's like stepping on a Lego. You're like,
ow.
ouch, oh no,
Owie. My fingies.
oh no.
Are not.
Have you seen that cute little kid? They're playing what was the alligator dentist game? Where
Yeah,
you
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
pull the
Where you
teeth,
pull the teeth out.
or and then
yeah.
if it would bite down on you.
Crocodile dentist.
Is that what it was
I
called?
have no idea.
We all know what I'm talking about. But the parents are playing it, and the little kid's watching, and it bites down. He just goes, "Oh no!"
No, I have not seen that.
It's precious.
It's called Crocodile Dentist.
Oh, literally. Okay.
Hey, I got it.
Oh man, I missed that. Oh, I
10
also
points.
watched a video of a dad making his daughter play Pop Goes Perfection, like the old school version.
Yeah.
And the caption is like, "Why we all have anxiety?" I was like, "That
Yeah.
checks."
True.
But I got real good at perfection. I got to put those pieces into the slot, and I made those right selections.
Were you
and
perfect?
I was quick because I was racing the clock, and then it would go pow, and I'd be like, "Boom! Pop Goes Perfection." That's the theme song.
You were perfect at that game.
I was perfect.
Let's play it.
Black Swan?
But Perfection.
Oh, yeah. Let's play Perfection.
Yeah,
You have
right
it?
now. Yeah.
Okay. What are the pieces and what slots are we putting them into?
That's what she said.
It's a lot of what she said.
It's just X's. It's all X's.
Giggity. I'm kind of done with this movie. This movie was...
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the
Crocodile
one.
That's the
Dentist.
crocodile dentist
Yeah.
right there. That's the picture.
And that's the one with the little kid goes, oh, no.
Oh, no.
He's like the modern day Charlie Bit Your Finger.
Charlie bit me.
Not really hurt. What do you rate this movie?
I always think
Kind of-
Charlie the Unicorn when someone says Charlie.
Charlie, we have to go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Candy Mountain. No, it's the magical Neopleurodon, Charlie. It shows us the way.
On a scale of really bad wig on a veterinarian to a really bad wig on a girlfriend, I'm going to give it 2 toupees.
Ooh, a toupee. Two toupees.
2 toupees.
Two toupees. On a scale of wildly huge bedhead,
Yeah.
sticking with the theme, to scalpels to the face, I will give this movie 3 Broslins.
Broslin. We need to stay at Hotel Broslin when we go to New York.
Broslins! Wait.
You want to stay at Hotel
not-
Broslin when we go to New York?
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, brother. We'll say it. Hotel Broslins.
Oh, that place looks disgusting.
Oh, there it is. I have to
I can't-
stretch my wrist. Wait, do it. Wait. That's just your wrist.
I'm getting
Pop.
there. No,
That's
it's not. It's not my
arthritis.
wrist.
That's arthritis.
Oh, I had it.
Did y'all hear that?
It's the arthritis.
That's type 2 adult onset diabetes.
I got it.
Oh.
Part of that was my elbow popping.
You did have like 1 or 2, and then it was like your joints.
I had it. Dang it.
If you're listening, please go watch the YouTube for this part. It's just Keegan trying to frat snap. Oh,
I know. It's there. It's there. Oh, it's so close.
I hope your wrist is just like so sore tomorrow.
Christy Sims can do a frat snap like nobody else.
You know who else can I learned? Dayton,
Ohio?
Dayton, Ohio. We went after I went and saw him and Christy in their show. We went out to a bar afterwards with Christy's family, and we were talking. Somehow we got on it, and we started doing it, and then we taught Christy's uncle how to frat snap. He couldn't do it, but he really wanted to learn, so we.
It's getting there.
You don't even think about it. Just go for it. I feel like I'm just hearing cartilage crackling now at this point. Like my wrist hurts. Just
I heard it a minute ago.
you had a couple. I mean, it's not a thing like I don't know. I hate that I can do it, but I love like I can do it ironically
I'm done.
now.
Yeah, only
it's,
only
your-
fratty people can do it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
for the
brother.
guys that are like packing their
You're
skull,
packing
right?
your dip. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd get the thing and you're packing it, and that's that sound. But then people learn how to do it without it, and if you can frat snap, why don't you send a video or a comment to us and let us know? Let's have a frat
Show
snap
us your
contest.
best frat snap.
Let's have a frat snap off. Frat off.
Snap off.
Oh yeah, brothers.
A frat snapple.
Frat
Frat
Snapple.
Snapple.
Get your favorite Snapple, pop that top, and then Frat Snapple
snap your
in. But make
Snapple.
sure you read your fun facts on the bottom.
I like the strawberry kiwi snapple. That's my
Fun
favorite.
facts with Snapple.
I do like the strawberry kiwi one. That's actually a really good
That's
flavor.
my favorite
I actually
Snapple.
I had a
Have
phase
Snapple enough.
I had a phrase in my undergrad where I like always had Snapple on hand.
Mm-hmm.
It was just good.
You know what I loved growing up? And I always got one. When I was in high school, I would get one every single day for lunch.
Sprite Remix.
Fruitopia.
Oh,
Y'all remember
Fruitopia.
Fruitopia?
Dude, okay. The
The
doll
passion fruit. Oh, what was it? It was like strawberry passion awareness. That's
that
what I
was
would
my
get.
favorite.
It
So
was the best Fruitopia.
back when dollar theaters were a thing, the dollar theater where I grew up in Georgia, they didn't have sodas. They had Snapples, Fruitopia, and then something else. So I always got Fruitopia is
Loved
associated
Fruitopia.
with the dollar theater to me, but I have so many fond memories of that sticky theater.
Strawberry
Loved it.
passion awareness.
When me
That
and
was so
Candace
good.
first started dating, that was a date night. Was we'd go
Dollar
like, drive
theaters?
through Wendy's, then we go to the dollar theater.
Dude,
Heck
dollar
yeah.
theaters were so much. I wish I mean, I don't wish because they're actually really gross.
Yeah.
But that was like those were so cool.
I saw Identity at a dollar theater.
I saw a ton of movies.
I
at
saw a
dollar
ton.
I mean, I've like seen a ton, but that
Yeah.
like specifically, I remember that one because it was one of the first movies where my brother and I got like dropped off to
I
be
thought you
able
were
to
gonna
go
say
and watch
drunk.
it
I was like,
ourselves. And I think
I saw
parents went off and
Fallen.
did something.
I saw. You remember the Denzel Washington movie Fallen?
where it's like the
Well,
serial killer passing from person to
right.
person.
Well, but the whole like twist of it is in that opening monologue at the very beginning of the movie. He says, "Oh, it's the time I almost got caught," and then at the end, it's like I said, it was the time I almost got caught. And like whenever I saw it at the dollar theater, the film fucked up, and they didn't show the first like couple minutes of the movie, so nobody in the audience got.
We have
the
no idea
twist
what's
of it.
happening.
So I didn't realize how cool of a movie it was until later.
Till later.
Yeah.
the last movie that I remember seeing in a dollar theater was Mighty Joe Young. Actually, I know that's a random one,
Yeah.
but
I don't
I just
remember the last movie
remember
that I saw at a
seeing
dollar
that in the
theater.
dollar theater. I mean, those. I haven't seen a dollar. Those don't exist anymore, do they?
No.
No, Cinemark closed theirs all down, but kind of recently, the one in Louisville, they closed when I was working there. So like before, like 2016 or so,
Yeah.
2017.
I mean, that's not that long ago, really.
And then the one in Carrollton was also on like Coit. They turned that in. They renovated it and turned it into like a first run theater.
Okay. I loved the
Good
one over in
times.
Louisville. That one was a great one.
so good.
You never went.
No, this is like long before I was ever in Texas.
When did you move to Texas?
2011. I was about to say, technically, I was here in 2011. So
Yeah, both
if
of
they
these
closed-
were open dollar theaters when you lived in Texas. So,
well.
but the Louisville one was it was nice.
It's back when I was living in the Denton days. Speaking of the Denton days, what is what I'm not good with reading today. Extremely, extortly, whatever I said earlier. From. I'm just things are hard. It's been a long day.
I'm proud of you, friend. You're trying.
I'm proud of you.
You're doing your best.
My best isn't good enough right now.
You're the best.
No, it is.
I don't know the words.
Let's
Nothing's
put
ever
that
gonna
to
bring
a
it down?
vote about good enough or not good enough. I vote good enough.
I vote adequate enough.
All right, then it's good enough. That's 2 out of 3.
Yeah, it's true.
We win. Good enough's win.
The budget of this movie was so low.
How low
How
was
low
it?
was it?
It was so low that what was written on a hotel door in The Shining.
Rad Ram.
Yeah.
Rad Ram. Rad Ram.
Was that 237?
What 2011 film was the first horror movie directed by Kevin Smith?
No,
Red State.
Yeah.
That's a good movie too. I really enjoyed that one. Red State.
Did you?
Shred it. Shred it.
Shred it, shred it, shred it, shred it, shred it, shred it.
Dun, 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 dun.
God.
I always love the slightly sexual nature of that.
There's something about grinding that just really gets me going.
Makes you want to
Really grind your gears.
Really, you know what really grinds my gears? What are we gonna do with all that?
How grinded are they?
It's confetti.
I'd say
You gotta start piecing them back together.
1/8 of an inch. Yeah. Oh, that should be your Halloween party game. It's not a scavenger hunt. It's first person that can successfully put a whole card back together.
Charlie McDennis, but it's with trivia.
You have to put a card back together. What card? No, we have to do bottle just so we can throw the bottle. Oh, what a good game. Oh, I can see again. That's crazy.
Good game.
Good game.
It's warm in here.
It's hot. You know what was not? Is there a bug?
Is there?
I don't know. I just saw something out of my peripheral. Must have been a bagel. You know what
It
was not hot?
pistachios.
This movie. It was not hot. You know what? If you need a stupid movie that doesn't make any sense that you really just want to suffer through,
With some grape in it.
you can watch this movie. But there's 2 more. At least 2. I don't
There's
know.
2 more. Actually, the plot for the second one sounds interesting. And then the cover or whatever you call, like the thumbnail or whatever for the third one, it looked like there were more monsters in it. So it looks interesting.
Thumbnail. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll watch the other ones. I feel like that may not happen. We have a lot of other things we want to watch.
Yeah,
but
I'd rather watch another Sleepaway Camp or
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, because then we have the
Electric
Garbage Day.
Unless you're like a huge fan of the Basket Case franchise and you want to I'm talking to the audience.
Yeah.
And they want to advocate for a certain sequel, like maybe
Oh.
make some comments or
You know what we should talk about real quick?
while you're liking and subscribing and stuff.
Yeah, smash the do all that stuff.
Smash that like button.
Smash the subscribe.
Something
and
we should
subscribe to
talk
the like.
about as a good way to end is, so if y'all are listeners, you remember that we watched a little movie called Skinamarink that we were not a fan of, and
but I felt like we had a good critique on it.
We had a good critique on it, but obviously on this podcast we play things up where it's entertainment value. But
no,
that was actually how we feel. We on our YouTube video, the executive producer of Skinamarink actually wrote a pretty lengthy comment about it, kind of the backstory of why they made it. I thought that was it was really cool, and he didn't come attacky, which I respected.
Man, I wish he would have. I wish it would have been just like the
so
most
you could be
balls to
super
the
petty
wall,
about it.
Batshit, just like super petty, just mean like. F you! How dare you talk? Because like
This was a
been,
passion project.
That
How
would have been
dare.
really fun to reply back to. But instead, we have this like very humble person about, and I think
to
my
try
response,
something new. Your response was equally as humbling.
I think you don't have to like everything, but you can appreciate the
work,
the
art,
art, the art,
hard
and
work put behind something.
Trying to
because
create something
obviously,
different, I think, is what they were going for.
With all of the trivia that you had, with all the media about this movie, and then with that response that there's the bug. That response that we got back, I just felt like these people put a lot of work into something, and it's just something that's not for me.
Yeah,
that's what I said in the comment. It's not for me. There are people that love this movie. There are people that really enjoy it.
Really?
I will say a lot of
if you're one of those people, you're wrong.
Gen Z
love
that analog horror, and so it's more of like, because they all have ADHD nowadays. They're working on something on their computer, and then they have like whatever they're watching pulled up on their computer while they're working on something, and that's something where it's like it's a mix of like soothing, but also like, ooh, this is dark and scary. So,
but there's nothing scary about it.
Your response was nice, but it would have been funnier if you just been like, "No, fuck you, your movie sucks." If you had been like, "Get good and make a good movie, you piece of shit."
But I liked your response because it met him where he
mature.
was coming from. It was very mature.
Yeah.
It was a good conversation, and ultimately, creating art, whether someone likes it or not, you want it to leave an impact. And the movie left an impact, and it created lots of conversation. Look, we're still talking about it many episodes later. Even if we didn't like it, we had great conversation, and it was a good talking point.
I think it also goes to show, like, if you're passionate about something, you can get it accomplished.
If you're passionate about something, you should seek your passion. Follow your
These people were very passionate about getting this done, and they went about it. And a lot of people just either are too lazy or they don't have the willpower to get something like that done. So it's a lot to be said.
Because wasn't it one of those things where it's like they didn't think they could do it, and so like they found someone that would actually fund it, and so they wanted kind of like, we want to prove you wrong that we can do this.
Yeah.
So here's a question: what's the better movie, Basket Case or Skinamarink?
Basket Case.
That's not even a question. If he's listening again, so sorry, but
I'm sure
that
he
movie
probably
was not
listens
for
to
us.
ones that have Skinamarink in the title.
Yeah.
I bet he's not. Maybe we should put Skinamarink in the title. On this one.
I'll do it as a tag.
Like Basket
add a
Case,
hashtag.
Basket Case, and we talk about Skinamarink somewhere.
Every movie just has the hashtag. Hey, if nothing else, it'll get him to listen, and maybe he'll cross promote us.
But I say that Basket Case is better in the sense that, like,
It had a plot.
it has
okay, I mean, it had a plot that didn't need to be 90 minutes long, but it had a plot.
Yeah.
It did.
It has some things that were a little bit more rewatchable. Not much more. But it just had some stuff that was rewatchable.
It had a plot, and then something happened.
Yeah.
It had redeeming.
I just feel like Skinamarink
moments.
could easily have been a 10-minute, really scary.
Skinamarink should have been one of those YouTube shorts.
Yeah, it would have been a really scary. If you would have just put all of those things together and made it like 10, 15 minutes, it would have been very scary. But it was a lot.
It's 90
The
minutes
whole movie
of-
was filler.
A 90-minute film of nothing actually happening.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you're just like,
What is the deal with all these skinamarink?
whoa.
Or just it needed more. It needed
Substance.
something happening on
Focus.
the camera.
Yes.
Anything.
In front of the camera.
The thing is, that movie had a lot. Welcome to our Skinamarink podcast. That movie had a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And I stand by that statement because in the trailer, it looked so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said it on the podcast. I was like, trailer looks great on paper. I'm really nervous this is not going to be a good movie. I was correct. It had so much potential. And even certain scenes, I was like, oh man, it's about to happen. Like when they're in the bedroom. And
Or like the little kid with the knife and the phone call. Like something.
But then nothing happens.
Yeah.
So, all that to say, follow your passions.
I think if you're on the fence about watching Skinamarink, go watch There Are People in This House instead. I think that does the analog horror better than Skinamarink.
Or you do you and watch both of them and make your own opinion.
It's on
tell us that we're wrong.
YouTube and on HBO Max, I think. Or Max. It's just called Max now.
It's called Max. No, it's just Max. It's really hot. Like I'm starting to sweat.
So I think
Am I
tomorrow we're
glistening?
just gonna need to keep the AC on.
Oh, I'm glistening.
You looked fine until you started doing all that.
Oh, well, I feel like I'm still glistening, but I'm done. Are we wrapping this mother up?
No. So one thing I wanted to bring up, Carlos, is that this has been another episode of
Keegan and Carlos,
Wait,
a scary movie
Wait.
Wait,
Before we end,
the budget of this movie was so low.
How low was it?
How low was it?
Keegan and Carlos, a scary movie podcast. That they didn't have a theme song either.
Hey, thanks for listening to us, everybody.
Be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever platform you're listening to us on.
And follow us on Instagram and Facebook so you can make sure you keep up with all of our fun shenanigans.
And if you have any suggestions for scary movies, let us know.
Thanks for listening to Keegan and Carlos' Scary Movie Podcast.